Hi guys, I am here to film another bump date for you. This will be covering weeks 31 and 32 of my twin pregnancy. I cannot believe that we're so close to the end. I mean, I have 4 to 6 weeks left, guys. This is craziness. Yeah, I just can't believe that they're gonna be here this soon, but I have lots to update you guys on, so I'm just gonna jump right in. I had a doctor's appointment this past Tuesday, so about a week ago, where I met with my OB, and I haven't met with him in a while. Last couple appointments have been midwife appointments, and he said that they got, I don't know if I had mentioned it, but they were missing pictures from my anatomy scan. They weren't able to cover it all, so they had sent me back in for another one, and they were able to get all those photos, and everything looks great. However, the babies were starting to measure a little bit apart. They don't like to see it go past 20% difference between the weights, and ours were about 16% apart. So they were getting really close, and he didn't seem too concerned about it, but I was starting to freak out a little bit because 16%, that's really had increased a lot. The last ultrasound, they were only about 6% apart, which is fine. But 16% is really close to where they like to really watch it and don't like to see it go past 20. So I was trying not to worry, trying not to freak myself out. So that was kind of a bummer, but he said, you know, I have another scan scheduled for Friday and they were going to check it again. He said, don't worry, you know, it's normal. And he reminded me that they have their own placenta, so there's no way for them to have like twin-to-twin transfusion or anything like that. So I don't really know how that happens, that one grows at different speeds, but it is what it is. And then another kind of bummer at that appointment on the ultrasound is they found out that Peyton, our baby A, is breech now. She has been head down for the past like 10 weeks, and of course now that we're near the end, she decided to flip. So I was just kind of like left that appointment thinking, great, now I'm gonna have to schedule a C-section. The babies are not growing the same rate anymore. Just a little bit concerned, a little bit worried. But once again, just the most important thing is getting them here healthy. I have wanted a natural, you know, vaginal birth the whole time. But the doctor really wanted to schedule a C-section now, so that way he would be able to do it. So I'm still waiting to hear from them as to when his schedule is available. So I think we'll probably schedule it for around my 38th week. But obviously if Peyton does turn, they will let me try for a natural birth. They'll just check before, you know, he said they'll do an ultrasound before the C-section to see if anything's changed, and then it will change from C-section to an induction instead if I haven't gone into labor by then. So then I had another growth scan a couple days later. So Tuesday was my doctor's appointment, and then Friday I went up to our hospital for a growth scan. And it's really fast. They just check the babies. They measure different things 2 times each just to make sure they're accurate. And this ultrasound tech was awesome. She was really, really sweet. First person that's actually ever given me estimates as far as measurements go. She told me that baby A, Peyton, is measuring at 4 pounds and 2 ounces already. And obviously these are just estimates, but that seems huge to me at 32 weeks. And then Hudson, baby B, is measuring at 3 pounds 14 ounces. So that clearly is not a 16% difference. They are doing a lot better and they're a lot closer together. So that was really reassuring for me to see those numbers and know that they're a lot closer together than what they had been at my last scan, which had been the results that the doctor went over. Those were a good like 2 or 3 weeks before that appointment. So I'm much more reassured, feeling a lot better about that they're closer. I don't know if the other tech got measurements wrong or something, but this lady was like, no, they're really close together, they're looking good. And then she was also able to tell me that they were turning a little bit. The babies weren't quite as, you know, one breech, one head down as before. They're kind of sideways in my belly. So she said, you know, they really could still move and Peyton still could turn head down to not worry about it. So I was really thankful that she was the one that was in the tech for that scan, because I just was kind of nervous about it, and she totally, you know, cheered me up, and it was fun to get to see them, of course. Like always, they look so chunky already. I mean, their little faces look huge, but I just think, gosh, if I go all the way to 38 weeks, I'm gonna have like 7 or 8 pound babies. And that terrifies me. Like, I want them to be healthy, and the bigger the better, because it's less of a chance of a NICU stay. But carrying 15 or 16 pounds of baby plus then placenta and fluid, I don't know how my body's gonna do it. It just seems crazy. But I know that they'll keep monitoring me, and, you know, if I get too uncomfortable, I'm sure there's things that they can do, or they might induce a little bit earlier. But I'm just really thankful that so far my body has been able to carry them this far, and just that they're doing so well. As far as symptoms go, the last 2 weeks my stomach has definitely been stretched more to its limits. I'm, you know, a lot further than I was even with my son at 41 and a half weeks. I'm a lot heavier now. Or just my stomach's a lot bigger. I'm not actually heavier, but my stomach's bigger. So I do have some new stretch marks, and it's just, no matter how much lotion I put on, I just feel like I'm gonna scratch like constantly. So I'm trying not to do that. I have been getting up like 4 times a night to go to the bathroom, which is really annoying, because every time I have to get up and out of bed, it hurts really bad. My hips hurt. I just kind of toss and turn all night. So sleeping is getting difficult, but I have a lot of good nights, and then I'll have, you know, a bad one here or there. So it's not terrible, not too much to complain about. But I'm trying to think of, as far as any other symptoms go, I don't really have any. I'm feeling like surprisingly well for being 32 weeks pregnant with twins. I really expected by this point that I would be ginormous, or on bed rest, or not be able to do the normal things that I do. And my routine hasn't changed so far, so I'm super thankful for that. I know it's a blessing to have such an easy pregnancy, so I am very thankful for it. But that's pretty much it as far as an update goes. If you guys have any questions, please leave them below. I always say that, but I really do like responding to your comments that you leave for me. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the bump, and then that will be it. Mom. So I know I am growing, because everyone keeps stopping me and saying, wow, you've really popped all of a sudden. So that is my 32-week twin belly. It's getting nice and big. So hopefully I can turn Peyton with some spinning baby stuff. Oh yeah, that was the other thing I was gonna say. I have been using spinning babies, so hopefully my next appointment will confirm that she is turning. I'm trying to be really safe about it, but spinning babies is great if you have a breech baby, to try some natural ways to get your baby to turn. So that's it, guys. Bye. Mom.